What are you doing?
What's up, dude?
How much?
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Hey, Sky Buff. Good to see you, man. You sound good.
Yeah, I feel
You
good.
look good.
Oh, showered and ready to go. Nice. And who did that? I wonder.
Have you heard of my friend S.A. Artistries?
That's beautiful, man.
I got two. She sent me a couple shirts. How's it going, Sky? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Give everybody a chance to get in here. Chad, I seen you flip by. Send a request, please, man, so I can grab you up. Good to see everybody. There's Haley Beth. There's Chad. See if we can get that dude right there in a box. All right. I don't know, guys. What do you think? She's pretty excited. Should we let Haley Beth up today?
I think it's up to Chad.
Chad, should we let Haley Beth up today? You know, next week is her show. Should we freeze her out? Should we freeze her out until her show?
Oh, maybe. How do you like it down there in the dungeon, Haley Beth? Because, I mean, next week, you got the big show.
Yeah.
Like, gonna all be Haley back. I don't know, maybe let her up. Maybe is 8. It's time for her to be on the clock.
It is Haley. We about to get the business.
Let us stop. Da, 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 da.
Hey, Haley Beth, how you doing? What is happening, little sis?
Not much. Decided to look pretty for my friend and my MC Haley Dot, and
you look beautiful, Haley. Absolutely. Even after we were messing with you, you still look beautiful.
Exquisite.
okay. You need to. I don't care. I can sit or stand. It doesn't matter. Okay. Sorry, my bed is a mess. I think I must.
Don't you have a job to do,
Okay.
woman? You're less prepared than I am. Come on. I set the bar pretty low.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Chad's giving you the business today, Haley. Chad's giving you the business today.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Then you have to tell her when to go.
Okay, are you ready? You sure?
On the tree.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Haley Beth.
Hi. Welcome to the Ginn Project Show. My name is Haley Beth, owner of Haley Dot. I'm a diamond dot artist. I have a show Friday nights at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight's featured guest is Techy the Kid. Take it away.
Good job, Haley.
And you better be. And you're not tapping
You're napping.
Napping.
Napping. That's right. Haley Beth has a show on Friday nights at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. You will oftentimes find Chad Rev Art there, and they give each other the business all the time, so it's okay, y'all.
And you guys are in for a treat, because next week, I'm the star of the show.
Oh, Haley Beth, I think there might be a couple people that would argue that you're the star of the show every week, and I think you might be one of those people.
I would be one of those people. I think you're the star every week.
Absolutely. Chad always tells me it goes downhill after Haley Beth.
I know.
Haley Beth, thank you so much. We're going to put you back down in the basement. Down in the basement she goes. Go wreak havoc. Do what you do, my friend. That is the great, the kind, the friendly Haley Beth, the MC for the Ginn Project Show, and our dear friend. Yes, dot down, Mama T. Dot down. If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. Thank you, Haley Beth. Very good of you to come up and do that announcement. I'm looking forward to Techy the Kid tonight. He's amazing. For those that don't remember, he made an appearance in the window. Thank you, S.A. He made an appearance in the window on the Chad Rev Art Show. And this dude is special, y'all. Techy the Kid is unique. He is, not only is he a fantastic artist of many, I mean, he works in metals. He's now doing some casting stuff. He does painting. He writes. He's a writer as well. Amazing guy. And I'm looking really forward to having him on, man. He's a good dude too. I know yes. Chad is too. We got Ashman and we got Chad in here today. They've both been doing some pretty cool stuff. I have a couple ideas of what we're going to do in this first 30 minutes for a little while. We're going to reschedule some people here. It's just a lot trying to schedule people and get everybody where they need to be at the time and worry about all that. So sometimes we just want to cruise. But
that's a lot.
You might notice I'm wearing some new apparel. Chad, have you heard of a friend of mine? We call her S.A. In the chat, her name would be Samantha the Starving Artist, but we call her S.A.
No, I haven't. Would you? No, could you tell me all about her? Like everything you know. I'll wait.
I can't because we don't have enough time. But I'll give you a brief synopsis. How about that? I'll give you the Cliff Notes.
Okay. Let's get the Cliff Notes.
The shirt that I'm wearing is from a piece that she did. This is her new apparel line. She was kind enough to send me a couple. Here's one, and check it out. If you look on the back, it's got her, and I can't tell if you can see it or not, but it's
yes,
got
we
her,
can.
You can scan it.
QR code.
Yeah, QR code.
Yes.
Nice.
So, and then this is also came in. She was kind enough to send this one as well. And this is that raven, and now it's got an S.A. Artistry's signature down there. And that raven is in this painting right behind me. This raven is from that painting right there. Which is pretty cool, guys. I mean, the truth of the matter is, S.A. is my absolute favorite artist. So to have one of her T-shirts have a piece of art from the piece of art that is hanging in the shop is pretty cool.
That was done for you.
Say again?
That was done for you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. My wife and I. It was done for my wife and I, and it is yes, and it is.
It wasn't like you picked it up. So
no,
it was
it was custom.
For,
she was kind enough to actually
she said
to make it. Now here's the thing, guys.
Where's my cut? Where's our cut, Ash?
I think this means I'm an official S.A. Artistry's model at this point because I have a shirt for every day of the week now. So I think I can add that to my resume now. S.A. Artistry's apparel model.
You want to give us a little sachet, a little
come on, do a little turnabout. Turn around.
A little turnabout on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk.
It's really cool.
On the catwalk.
Look at that, yo. We should be charging you guys for this.
That's all I got, y'all. My back will go out. So look, you can go to this. Tell me if it's showing, fellas.
It is. I don't think it's close enough for people to scan.
No.
All right.
But you guys can try.
She's in the
chat. Get you a screenshot.
She's right there in the chat. You just click on her name, and it'll take you to her profile. And you, too, could go get you a S.A. Artistry shirt or some stickers. We often give her stickers away as swag. And I'm going to reiterate how cool it is to get to work with like your favorite people, the people you respect the most, the people whose art inspires you and whose way of doing things inspires you. So thank you, Ash. Thank you, Chad. Every day I want to remind myself that I get to work with some of the best on the planet, man. It's unbelievable.
Thank you, man.
I was talking about that just a little while ago with another friend of mine who's not really on here. I'm just showing off some of her stickers while you talk, man.
Right on. So, S.A. has a show next month in Atlanta, Georgia. She's actually going to be in Marietta, which is a little township on the north side of Atlanta, Georgia. It's at the Heart, Soul, and Art Gallery, 1470 Roswell Road. Please feel free to drop that in the chat, S.A. That's in Marietta, Georgia, on August the 23rd, which is a Saturday. That particular day, the event's going to be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., and that's Eastern time. Our good friend Severed Art is going to be doing the run-up live to that show. And at that event will be the great Chad Rev Art, the amazing A.S.H man. Eve's Artistry will be there in person. Chip 76 is going to try to make it down. Stitch Woman's going to make it down. Real Gardens is going to be there. And I'll be there with my lovely bride. So if you are in that
That's
area,
not me. He's talking about his real life wife, not me. Or
my real life one. Yeah,
you're still beautiful, Chad.
Not my TikTok wife, but my real wife. You will, in fact, be able to get yourself a signed print or a signed whatever from these folks. If you show up there, they're going to probably have stickers, and they usually got swag with them when they go places. They'll probably even sign it for you. So if you're in that area, stop by and say hi. Come support S.A. Come get to meet some of her friends from TikTok and from other places. And if you're not able to make the show in person, then we would ask humbly that you please support the lives that will go on in support of her event. And you don't even have to do anything. You could just sit in the live and ooh and ah at the amazing art that you're going to see, because her art is.
Tap.
Tapping would be helpful. But even if you don't want to do that, just be in the room, be there, support the team. So, and then if you really like planning out way out in the future, at the Haven Gallery on September 5th, 2026 in New York, our dear friend Kira Wilson Art has a solo show. She will be in New York, so there is no excuses. Make your plans now. She's threatening to have Chad and I arrested if we show up, so that tends to make us want to show up places. And
Kira, you probably need to talk to my wife and tell her how to dress me for your event. You know, that might help.
There's no helping you.
She says there's no helping me. Thanks, wife. Thanks. Kira's like frantically trying to type out that exact same thing. There's no helping him.
He doesn't listen. I already tried.
So I believe. Hey, Victor, good to see you. So a little change in format. I didn't run this by the staff or anything, but it's just an observation. Sometimes we're rushed in that first 30 minutes and we try to cover a lot of information, and it's difficult to do. So I'm going to, instead of having it every show, I'm going to pace out when we have folks on. We're still going to do that. But also, I'm going to start incorporating, if you have like S.A., if you have an event coming up and you're able to make it by the show in this first 30 minutes or so, then we'll throw out potentially, not always, but there will be every once in a while, the opportunity to come up and tell us about your event or your apparel or what you have going on. And sometimes S.A. will run and hide under a desk when we send her an invite. So we'll see what happens, y'all. But there she is. But what I thought might be prudent, fellas, is if we dedicated a little of that first 30 minutes, we went back old school like we used to, and we narrowed down the number of shout outs, but we did some old school
wow.
This right here.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
That is so cool.
Look at the dragon.
Saw that earlier. Amazing.
I haven't seen that part yet.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Look at the fish.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That's from a pour, y'all. She did a pour and then visualized some fish up in there.
Yes. Oh.
Nice.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Yes.
Have we told y'all we're gonna go see this in person yet?
Look at her releasing the balloon. There she is.
And Ash, I heard that the Ginn Project is gonna be doing an early Christmas bonus next month, and Ginn is gonna be buying all of his employees originals at the show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You heard that?
That's very kind of you, sir.
He said, "You heard that?"
I would highly,
Oh,
highly
back up,
recommend
back
that you
up.
act on that rumor,
Right
man.
there.
Just count on it.
Right there. Oh my God.
That's incredible. Look at that face.
cool.
Wow.
Multiples.
Wow. And another one. And another one. Wow. Y'all, this is S.A. Artistry showing you some of her work that is going to be at the Heart, Soul, and Art Gallery at 1470 Roswell Road in Marietta, Georgia on August the 23rd. That event will be from
Grace
4 to
and
6
gravity.
p.m. Eastern Time. The great Chad Rev Art will be there. The amazing A.S.H man will be there. Eve's Artistry, Chip 76, Stitch Woman, Real Gardens, and yours truly. And we highly recommend you come on out and support SA and check this stuff out in person.
Yes. What?
Wow.
I don't know if you guys can tell the scale of the size of some of these paintings. Look, there you go.
Well, that doesn't help because she's like 2 foot tall. So it's like putting a Barbie hand up there. Uh-oh. The next one's going to have a knife in her hand. Look at that. That's amazing.
Knife shown in actual size.
Objects in face are right where they appear. Check that out.
Even like the individual scales looking like, oh, that's one of my favorites right there.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
yeah, the jellyfish lady. Oh, my goodness. Right, Salty Vault. Yes, my goodness. Right, Manny? Mama T, Victor. Hey, Kate. Wow.
Yo. Guys,
Chuck,
she's kicking
hey,
these
brother.
out like nobody's business.
What's up, man? Hope you're doing all right, Chuck. Good to see you. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn that essay.
God, no. You can't just blast past that.
She giving you the drive-by, man.
Yeah. Oh,
unbelievable.
God dang. There you go.
Kira said she's not talking to any of us. She's saving her voice for the event, Kira. She's
She's
resting
not.
up
She's
for
like,
the event. Check that out. That's cool. There's the dragon.
so S.A., can I ask a question? Are you going to speak if I ask a question? Fine then.
Just
you can still hear me.
ask your question and see what happens.
You realize, I'm sure you're not counting days or anything, but you do realize that tomorrow is the 1 month away mark, right? Like,
Yes.
tick, 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 tick. And I mean, I was going to ask, do you have everything ready that you want ready? Oh, I'm going to ask a bunch, Brandy. Yes. She's not speaking. I think what she was trying to show you is that's 3D.
mysterious.
It is textured. Those snakes, you
She's
can feel their
mysterious.
skulls. She's mysterious.
She's very mysterious. And she moves quick.
And the fly.
She's quick like a
My
bunny.
God. I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I can hear it saying that. Oh, see, there's one of the stickers I have. One of them. Multiples. Oh, I'm a snake. And guys, all these are complete AI program. I can't even play like that. I'm sorry. I can't even play like that. For those of you who don't know that I'm joking, because some of you won't.
That's okay. Send the hate mail to me. I've got a box for it. All right, S.A., before you make everybody seasick, tell us when your event is, what people can do to support you, what the best way to get in touch with you if they want to get T-shirts or stickers, stuff like that. Or will this be your last appearance on the Ginn Project Show?
Wait. What if Spider-Man's sleeping? Maybe that's why she's not speaking.
Yes. She got people there. We just talking smack. She can't talk right now, y'all.
I was gonna say,
So
if she
now's your
unmuted her
chance.
microphone, you should just mute it.
Get all your shots in now, guys, because she can't say nothing back to you, obviously, because I wouldn't have got away with that.
So, S.A., I'm going to stand in the middle of the gallery while, like, somebody important is talking. I'm not talking about you, of course. Like, maybe the owner or something, you know? And then I'm going to yell really loud, "Have you guys heard of my friend S.A. Artistries?"
She's pretending like she can't hear you, Chad.
Don't worry. I'll escort Duck Dynasty out of the house.
No, not before a $10 autograph.
Of course. That's where we need to go, out on the street. That's where you make your money.
You're funny.
I'll be like, "Yeah, y'all kicked me out, but I made like $300. Everybody thinks I'm some guy from Duck Dynasty, but you don't know." Poor Ducky. Laura Jane. Can't hear me. No, we can't hear you.
No, we cannot hear you at all. We just thought you weren't talking to us. Oh, right on. I tell you what, I'm going to try to mute you. All right, now unmute yourself and see if that helps.
Come to find out, she accidentally like wasn't thinking and just wrote those notes on the edge.
Or,
of that really nice
turn the
painting.
volume up. Nada. Heard that. Well, shake your fist at us if we got anything wrong, but to our there we go. We got it all wrong.
Guys, I got to admit, you know, I'm not much of a church going man, but I prayed for this. So
you know, I've done a lot of lives with S.A. I've done a lot of lives with her, and this might be this might be the saddest one that I've ever done, because we don't get to talk to the wonderful S.A. Artistries. Not cool. Boo.
Oh, well, you know, I think A.S.H actually does a really good essay impersonation. So maybe he could just start speaking on your behalf now.
Oh, I'm not walking into that.
He's watching you, Chad. He's watching you. So, unfortunately, S.A. either can't talk to us today or won't talk to us today. She's claiming that she's having technical difficulties, but I don't blame her. I probably wouldn't want to talk to us either. But you will be able to find her show at the Heart, Soul, and Art Gallery at 1470 Roswell Road, Marietta, Georgia, August 23rd from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. She is here live right now, so if you click on Samantha the Starving Artist, you can find the link that will take you to a shirt like this, or potentially You all right, Chad? Or potentially like this. So, and mark it on your calendar, the 23rd of next month. That evening, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. Right before that, Severed Art is going to be doing a run-up show, telling us all about the different pieces of art and some details about them.
Starting at 2.
S.A., thank you so much for being willing to come on here and let us mess with you. And you weren't even able to defend yourself. Well, you still defended yourself pretty well. All you need is a pen.
Kinda.
I get it. All she needs is a pen.
What up, Moose?
Thank you, S.A. We appreciate you. You're amazing. Keep up the good work. Don't get stressed out. You're doing fantastic. The shirts look great. They feel great. Thank you so much. It was so kind of you to do that, S.A. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. If you get a little stressed out, S.A., call me, and I'll make sure to tell you all the things that could go wrong.
Such a good friend, Chad. Such a good friend. Then you call me after that, S.A., and I'll tell you how great you are. It'll balance out. Thank you, S.A. We appreciate you very much. I don't know if anybody has seen Techy in the chat or not. But
yes, he's here.
Techy. Okay, cool. We got a Techy sighting. Y'all, if you are able to, in whatever way, if it's just to go to her page and like her content. She's putting out some great content. It's got her artwork on there. It's got some of her thoughts on there. And this is S.A., would you please, if you're still in here, drop it in the chat. She has teamed up with a charitable organization, a nonprofit, a 501c3 or whatever designation it is. And because of who she is, a portion of the proceeds that come from this event that is for her. It's a solo art show, and she is donating a portion of those proceeds to her local community. And the organization has to do with the unhoused and Caring Works, right there, Caring Works. So not only does she have a solo show going on, but she is now involved some local organizations that have a need. So please support S.A. If there's ever an artist on this platform worthy of your support, it is her. Thank you, S.A. Appreciate you popping up on here. Fellas, you got anything to say about S.A.?
Nope.
I love you guys, man. Y'all are awesome.
She ain't going to talk to us. I ain't going to talk to her.
Nope. Yeah. Let me give her a side drink.
Y'all should write her a note.
Oh,
Chad,
my gosh. Yo.
Chad, I just wanted to make sure to give you a moment. And guys, next week, we will either have a guest on, or we will be shouting out some events and stuff like that. So make sure that you send us, if you got events going on or that kind of thing, get them out there, and we'll try to start shouting them out for you. Chad.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to say this with reluctance, because I dig the dude, but he was your pick, so to speak, because this is your month to pick people to come on, and you reached out to Techy. He was one of the people we've had on the list. You and I have had whole ass conversations about this guy and how much we like what he does, and we talked to him a while ago, and he was talking about some of the stuff that has just unfolded here in this past week. So I thought maybe you might want to say a couple things about him. And Ashman, I'm not sure, honestly, if you're familiar with Techy too much or not, but please feel free to give your thoughts as well. And then we'll bring him up. Please send him up, y'all, while we're talking about him. Let's make sure all his gear works.
Techy is I consider him a friend. He might get on here and be like, yo, dude, you keep your distance from me, at least for legal purposes. But he's a friend of mine, and I really like his work. He's a super, super nice dude. He does some bronze work, among a lot of things that you're going to learn about him. I thought about having him, and I was like, am I being selfish? Am I bringing people in here that I just know I'm going to enjoy? And then I realized when I brought him up the other night on a live that everybody was like, oh, Techy, oh my God. And I was like, okay, that just kind of goes without saying. I need to hit up Techy. So we had him on my show when I was doing my show in the window, as Ginn had mentioned earlier. And Ginn and I have talked many times about getting him onto the project. So I'm glad that we can say he's here.
I do believe I'm here.
Ah, man. Good to hear you, sir. Good to hear
I've
you.
got to get my camera on.
Okay. Well, that's why we do this. Give you a chance to get everybody situated. And let me say this. I've been really looking forward to this because I got to talk to, I was excited. I got to talk to Techy briefly yesterday. I say briefly. We talked for a while. And, man, he just hadn't changed, Chad. He's still the same humble, just laid back, cool guy that, you know, very unassuming. His own work is amazing. And he works with another artist and just had a show last week with another artist. And we're not just talking about anybody. Like, I'll let him talk more about it, but and he's a humble guy, so he won't tell you this. But the least expensive piece at the last show was 5Gs.
Was it? I thought the lowest I saw on the menu is 10.
Well, there's like 20 and 30.
He won't
and
tell
like,
this to you guys, but yes,
right.
They were 20,
like
30.
He's not working on little small, like they got things going on over there in Memphis, and he's a big part of it. So I'm really appreciative that he would come on here and talk to us. We got a lot of affection for Techy because just the way he gets down and what he does and how he does it. And
Yes.
He's another one of those guys that is good at a lot of different things. And I don't mean kind of good. I mean, he's really good at a lot of different things. And Techy, brother, good to see you, man.
Do it again. How are you guys doing?
So he is also got a great sense of humor. So you may hear him and Chad cut up a little bit. Don't be offended. It's okay. They know each other.
I'll get hate mail. It's all right.
I've been considering trying to put together a tight 3 for a comedy show.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, well, maybe if I can stop you guys from falling over.
Oh, we heard you a little better.
Yeah. There we go. All right, sorry.
There we go.
So,
Did you get new glasses since last time I saw you, Techy?
I don't know if it's been since then, but I've started wearing my gas mask inserts. For anybody who doesn't know, I was in the Air Force, and these are the inserts that they give you so that your gas mask will seal against your face. You know, you just put the straps on. So, yeah, I've been wearing these for a while.
Very cool. I dig them.
Fellow Air Force brother.
So, yeah, for sure. I'm a little bit nervous, so I do apologize for the nerves. But I'll get into it here in a minute. I'll, drop into the flow of things. All the art that you see behind me, except the Sailor Moon thing up there, is my art. Most of it, except for this. This is an artist I'll talk about here in a little bit. His name is Pete, and just does some cool stuff. But yeah, other than that piece, all the art that's behind me is either stuff that is strictly mine or stuff that I worked on in a fairly major capacity.
Oh yeah.
And I guess to introduce myself, I'll say, in my head, I think of myself as a painter. And that's been true since I picked up my first paintbrush in high school. That's, I pick it up, I touch it to the canvas, and I'm like, yep, that's exactly who I am. I know who I am. And then the last probably 4 or 5 years have almost reluctantly drugged me into sculpture. Because, I mean, I didn't have anything against it in any way.
Come to the dark side.
I wanted to be a painter. You know, that's who I was. Like, even when I thought of myself when I was a kid, I knew I wanted to be an artist. I always knew I wanted to be an artist. But, you know, art is painting. When you're a kid, that's what art is. Art is painting. So it felt home to me. But now, like, moving into this other world is interesting, to say the least.
You know,
Well,
really good at it.
That's an understatement to say moving. That's a humble way to put it, my friend. Moving to this world. Because, hey, man, look, I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, dude. I know that you're a humble guy. But you called your shot, too, man. Like, I remember the conversation. You said, I'm about to do some stuff. And then you went and did some stuff, my man. I mean, hey, got to give credit where credit is due, man. Right. And I love it. I love it that you formulate, that you stepped out there, and it wasn't your first love. It wasn't your first thing, and you're still that damn good at it. It's amazing, man. What a tribute to like just your character, to who you are. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Man, I love anything tedious. If art is nothing else, it's tedious. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Me too, man. Yeah.
Labor-intensive tedium. Yes.
Okay, Victor.
I love it.
Skilled tedium. This keeps dropping. So the thing back here that I keep picking up, and I'm probably going to stop picking it up after a little while. That's why I'm going to go ahead and talk about it now. Is this is the flyer for the gallery showing that we just had, and I'll talk about it on and off because it was a very life-changing event that happened to me. Let's see, I guess the opening was June 27th. So, very, very recently. And I was telling my girlfriend before this that, like, I don't think even she realizes how life-changing this event was for me. Like, it made me change my entire, like, everything about my life changed at the moment that I saw this, But this is my bronze work. The artist that I work for by day, his name is Carroll Todd, and he hired me I'll like take his design, he draws it out on paper, and I'll scale it up, grid it out on the piece of paper, and then scale it up onto a large piece of cardboard. And you guys can see, anybody that's more interested to jump into it a little more, I go into the process on my page. Both on YouTube and TikTok, which I'll get to later. But so he gives me the piece drawn out, and I scale it up onto a large piece of cardboard. I cut it out, and then I take that, trace it onto a piece of bronze generally, but we also work in steel and copper, a few other things, but mostly bronze. I trace that out onto a large sheet of bronze, and then I cut that, and then I give that to the artist, who generally welds the pieces into their final shape. He hands it back to me. I grind the weld beads down. Then I sand it, get everything looking all smooth.
Pretty it up, yeah.
Generally, I put the texture on it, which involves hitting it with a blowtorch and then putting, one of a few different chemicals and, patinaing it to whatever different colors we need, and then waxing and buffing it at the end. So this is some of the pieces that I have worked on over the past year or so. This little cat on the windowsill, he has a couple of fish with him. And these pieces are also right now at the David Lusk Gallery. Let's see, where is it? Right here at the bottom. At the David Lusk Gallery. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Could you guys hold on just a minute? That's my son that's calling.
Yeah. Hey, you
It's
do
okay,
it,
buddy.
man. Kids
No
first,
worries,
dude.
man.
We got you.
No worries, man. No worries
Kids
at all.
always first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dude, this
We're
guy's
just gonna switch it up.
so awesome.
We're just gonna switch it up real quick. Hey, and just if I'm not mistaken, the pictures he was showing us, guys, we're on a larger scale here, right, Chad? The stuff that I've seen, not everything, but some of that stuff was big, like human size or bigger, like life size.
Yeah, some of them are a few feet tall. I don't know how big they get, but I remember watching him like when I had more time to be on here to watch stuff and not just be working. I would watch him a lot.
Yes, me too, man. Yeah, I don't get to anymore, but I used to. Yeah, I used to like to watch Techy. I still would like to watch.
He actually is one of the folks who helped inspire me to want to do bronze work.
Nice.
I haven't told him that. I'll tell him in a minute, but that's true.
He is.
True story, guys.
He's in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know the thing about it is metalwork is a lot of people don't know this, but when I first started woodworking, I was about equal amount interested in blacksmithing pretty quickly. And then when I looked at the tool list that I would need to do each, and the knowledge that I would need, and the type of setups that I would need, and where I'm located, and all that kind of thing, I pretty quickly figured out that I was going to stick with woodworking, and then I would collaborate with the people that were established blacksmiths, because that's a whole nother thing to try to learn. And in fact, I got a friend named Daniel Chapman, and to a small degree, I helped him as he built his blacksmith shop. It is actually lined with boards that I milled with my chainsaw on the entire inside of the whole shop. So, and a lot of the shelving and stuff came from my shop. But the thing about it is the metalwork stuff, there's so much that you have to know because it shrinks and expands, and people don't realize that. But you heat metal, when you heat metal to weld it together, it expands and then it shrinks back, and you got to calculate for all of that. And that isn't necessarily easy. And then you change different types of metal, and they all have different expansion and contraction rates and heat temperature and all different temperatures. And
so when you're welding, you have to take all that in, and I mean, even like rough welding stuff that doesn't have to be pretty.
Yeah.
So I mean, then you start working with things like he works with, and man, that's a delicate game.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
Hey, Techy, everything good, brother?
Oh, everything's great. I've got 2 kids, for again anybody that doesn't know. Both of them boys. And one lives with me, one lives with his mom. That was obviously the one that lives with his mom. He wanted to talk to the one that lives with me. So
you still got to answer when you see it, dude. That's how it is.
Neither of them have their own phones, so I'm the mediator.
I heard that. Hey, man. Well, what we were talking about was you were showing us pictures of the work, and we were describing. We think it's more like they're larger pieces. A lot of them, they're life size or bigger. To my memory,
the dog piece is probably what I'd consider a medium-sized dog, life size. You know, the dog itself stands about this tall, and then the lab is a bit taller. The snail, obviously, it's a bit larger than life size. It's probably about 17, 18 inches, as is, the slug here is probably about 27, 28 inches. This guy, if you go on my page, this is, I think one of my first pinned images is me creating this piece. And also it has a special place in my heart for many reasons, but very much because of TikTok, because it's the first piece that I showed on TikTok. This is the first piece that I was working on when Chad is actually the very first person that ever commented on anything ever on TikTok. Like my very first comment ever is Chad. So that was.
I'm so sorry, Techy. We will not hold that against you. That is not your fault. Listen, you had no control over that, my friend. Nobody should hold that against you.
No, man. Look, it's probably one of the best things that happened to me in the online world. You know, in the social media world. It's.
Dude.
So I tell people that what I did kind of to get started, my the thing that helped me the most is I went into a local art gallery. The guy's name was J. Etkin, the J. Etkin Art Gallery, and here in Memphis. And I introduced myself to him, and he introduced himself to me, and we just started talking. We hit it off for a minute, and then every month or two, I would go in and say, "Hey, opportunities," And he gave me the very first. Well, he told me about the Playhouse on the Square, which is our local, playhouse house that has plays. And they have a few gallery spaces, and he told me that I could donate to them during this one particular time of the year. They had a judge process. If you got accepted, then you did this auction, and then during the auction, you have this chance, if you're fast enough, to have a gallery showing. First come, first serve. As far as having full gallery showing. So he told me about that event, and then I, donated a piece. They judged it. Seemed to be worthy. So I just happened to catch the email very early on, and got the gallery space, and the whole thing was just kind of wonderful. It's like it's what I always wanted. What I always wanted to do, and it was big. It was the biggest thing for me. So this guy Jay Etkin. And going into that gallery was like the thing that changed my art career. And Chad is J. Chad is my J for TikTok. Chad is my J for, like, seriously.
Dude, thank you, Techy. Man, I was just telling everyone while you were off answering the phone. I don't think I've told you this, but you're one of just a couple of people that inspired me to start trying to work towards doing bronze work. Like watching you and talking to you, you and one other guy. That's really what kicked me off, man.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's new for me, but it's a passion. I say new. I've been doing it for about 3 years, but it's a passion. I love it. I love it. I will not stop. I started working this job as kind of a day job. I worked like 3 days a week when I first started, and then dropped down to 2 days a week. But if this guy says that he can use me for 1 hour a week and that's it, I will never stop. I will never stop. He's given me so many opportunities. He has changed my entire perspective. And so I didn't know. Again, I've been working for him for almost 3 years, not quite 3 years. But I don't think I quite understood, who I was working for or what I was doing, because, I was making pieces, and there was this a tree that I made that if I'm standing up, it's about a foot taller than me, and I'm 6 feet tall. So it's right at 7. It's a tree, and it was a memorial piece. The tree had a bird sitting on a limb, 2 birds sitting on a limb, and a dog sitting underneath the tree. The birds were looking at the dog were looking at the birds, and it was a memorial piece for the family's dog who passed away, and the birds were the couple looking at the dog, and the dog looking back. So we made that piece. And bronze, again, 8 feet tall, so mad heavy. And I knew that, it was something significant, but somebody asked me once, and if you just buy the bronze, like just the metal, for that singular piece, you're probably looking at $4,000 or $5,000, like for just the metal. Oh, yeah. So I thought, wow, okay, this piece probably went for $15,000, $20,000, and I thought, all right, that's a good price. That's a great price. But for something that small or that big, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Just substantially, it's worth that.
Sure.
And then I go off and start. That was a year and a half ago, and I did most of the pieces of that. Like, the artist gave it to me. I increased the size. I cut it out in bronze. I did everything except the actual welding. Every aspect of it. And then, I did this show. This is a year and a half after all of that. And we did this show. And I mean, gosh, guys. I mean, I'm talking life-changing amounts. And I didn't get the money from that show.
Sure.
That made me realize I can do this. You know, this isn't something that I want to do and that I think I can do. No, I know I can do this. This is now my life, you know, and this happened, you know, weeks ago, and I'm still kind of in the awe of all of that, you know.
As you should be, man. That's freaking amazing.
Yeah, you called the shot, man. So you called it.
Yeah.
You literally
Guys,
called
no
the
joke.
shot, bro.
It's been at least a year since he was on the Chad Rev Art Show, and he literally pulled one of those old baseball moves and went, and then just did it.
We can pull the tape. I'm about to do some cool shit, y'all. Watch this.
Yeah.
Basically. But in a humble way.
Yeah.
So come to find out, the piece that I had worked on, the dog piece, the big piece,
Yeah.
was probably at least 50.
At least.
At least.
7-8 foot tall.
Like, I didn't
Any
know,
kind of name, period.
like,
Yeah.
even, so this is a tin of fish, and it's about the size like this big, you know, and it was more than a couple of grand.
More than a couple, he says.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't trying. I'm really not trying to be a braggart here, but gosh, like life changing. That's changed my life. I grew up like wondering if I could have beans at night for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like serious. So life changing. When I
Dude,
not man. I don't know.
I'm so happy for you, Techy. It's
Humbling,
just
man, it's humbling. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I want to tell everybody. I want to tell the world. You know, I did this. Like, this isn't something that was given to me. I worked for this.
You
right.
have every right, and you should scream it from the rooftops, man. That's amazing.
dude, we'll scream it for you. Like straight up.
Yeah, that's
like,
why
for
we're here,
real.
bro. That's why we're here tonight.
I'm never going to be just about myself. I mean, again, I've got Onion Pete's work up here. I could have my stuff up here, but no. You know, we're gonna show who we can show.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think he's gonna be in here tonight, but you know, representing.
You still repping, right?
This little worm guy.
Hey. Nice. And what is the artist's name again?
Onion Pete. That's his TikTok name. Honestly, I'm not sure.
Onion Pete.
Yeah. And Pete is P-E-T. It's simple enough.
There we go.
I'll tell you guys about some of the pieces that I have behind me. Some of the pieces that might look a little more cringe. This was my second. When I was in high school, I was in art my junior and senior year, and we did our first painting my senior year. And I went to small schools my whole life, and I'll tell that story here in just a little while because that's very, very important. But so I went to the small school, and I did my very first as a senior in high school. And it was interesting, you know. It was a first painting, and it was like a Smirnoff ad, is what it was, like a genie in a bottle sort of. Whoops, Smirnoff ad. So I gave that to my sister. That was my first painting. This I did that summer before my first year of college. So this was my second painting ever. And then it's extra important to me. I painted it on a piece of wood, and then I go off to college, and I'm, you know, doing my art thing, and I come back home, and I have a niece. My niece is about 1.5 or 2 at the time. And they came over to my house pretty recently. I had done this over the summer, and it's sitting in my room, just leaned against the wall. And I walk in from school. You know, I was staying there during the week, and then I come home on the weekends. And I came home during the weekend, and as I walked into my bedroom door, my niece is sitting on the floor in front of this painting, just drawing on it with a pen. and her name is Marley. So I'm like, Marley, no, you know, I immediately go into fucking angry. Marley,
Yeah.
no. She just looks at me and she goes, Uncle Willie, I draw circles. And I was like, okay. So I never painted over it. I never will paint over it. This
Dude,
is circles on it. And it always will.
that is amazing.
So that's
Wow.
Uncle Willie.
multiple reasons. And she graduated from high school last year. Gosh. I'm getting old, guys.
Oh.
About to be great, Uncle Willie.
Right? Oh, please don't. don't put that up. Some of these are pieces that I did more recently. This is a piece that I'm actually in the process of working on. It's just kind of some colors at the moment. This is a really cool piece of paper that I picked up at a local art shop. That's paper. Beautiful.
Right
I don't know
on.
what to do with it yet. Haven't thought of a project worthy of it. This is also paper. That's paper,
wow.
guys. That's not like a netter. That's paper.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Beautiful stuff.
That is
This,
very cool.
I like to talk about this sort of thing. And the piece that I'm about to show you very much summarizes, I think, who I am as an artist. And it did not start as art. Surprisingly, a lot of my pieces don't start as art. They start as, oh man, I've got too much paint on this brush. Let me wipe it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And then,
Yes.
or like a drop cloth that I've been painting over for like a year and a half, and now it's got all these really cool lines and drops of paint, and I absolutely love the uncontrollable art, or the art that appears at least to be not controlled or controllable. Like I like drips. Drips are,
Yes.
I mean, you'll see that over and over in my art again. Here's a piece that's, it's not drips, but I mean, you can see it kind of looks trashy. It's just so me, you know?
Word.
And like that's kind of my jam. But this piece, so it started out as just somewhere to wipe my brush, and it continued to be that until like I was, it was at almost this point when I was like, that's not just a drop cloth anymore. You know, that's art now. And
Right.
it's not something, like it's not something that's always true. It's not even something that's often true. But when I realized that I created a piece and I didn't mean to, it was all subconscious. I mean, that's, you know, that's where my heart's at.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I could have never made that. If I would have thought about what am I going to paint today, this would not have been it.
Yeah.
Right.
Time I add something different. I mean, this is over probably 14 or 15 different large pieces. You know, I'm doing these large pieces, and then I need somewhere to put the paint, and I put it here, and I put it here, and I put it here until I realized, wow, I think I'm done putting it here now. You know?
It's
Right.
interesting because it looks like an illustrator I really love named Stedman. Like he does a lot of like splatter kind of ink and that sort of thing, and I love the wildness of it. And
Yeah.
I kind of see it in that, and it's just gorgeous.
The harnessed chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. I love it. It's so, man, it's so interesting to me. Like, again, I've always known that I wanted to be an artist. For most of my life, I've known, I mean, like without a shadow of a doubt, known that I would never be.
Yeah.
I mean, for like, I knew that I wanted to be. I knew that's what I needed to be. But I grew up poor without very many, you know, chances, you know? And I mean, that's what I knew was being disappointed. So I knew I wasn't going to be an artist. I knew I was going to be in construction, you know, until, you know, what, I fell off of something and broke my back, you know, I don't know. I never saw myself retiring from that either. You know, that's the thing. It was always, I left it for some other reason, but I never saw myself leaving anything. And I never will have to now, you know, but it's the art. That's what it is that I will never leave. You know, it's not,
Yeah.
I'll never have to leave. That's the thing.
Techy, you know, man, I feel you on that statement. I literally have a little sign that I literally written out that I hold up that says, "Can't believe I do this for a living."
Yes.
And I literally, I mean, I feel that it like blows my mind. I'll be working and I'll look up, Ashman's doing art, or Chad is carving, or S.H. doing something, or Severed, or Eve, or, you know what I mean? Or Spurs is, and it's just, it's hard to believe sometimes. You look around and you're like, all these incredible people, man. It is so inspiring and so like heartwarming, if that makes sense. I feel you on that, man.
It really is. No, I feel you.
Like when we were talking yesterday, and Chad and I had mentioned this to each other before, man. For you, for that event, for that show, it was wonderful. But for people like me and Chad, it was one of the good guys getting a win. You know what I'm saying? It was like one of our guys from the trailer park, man. One of our dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the trailer park. I know. No, I'm from a trailer park for serious.
me too. We talked about that before when you were on the. Yeah, man. I know. We were both in the Air Force, and that was our way out. Yeah, man. You know.
That was my way out. That also changed my life. I mean, for the better. I mean, I don't like to give it any kind of credit, but you know, it deserves
I'm
it.
with you. Yeah. We were on the same page on that too, man. Yeah, I mean, so I feel you in every fiber of that, of, you know, not ever believing something like that could happen. And here's the crazy thing. I'm going to say this again, and I'll probably say it 5 or 6 more times. Chad, dude called this shot, did he not?
Straight up, dude.
He called the shot, came up with a plan and said, this is what I'm going to do, and then went and did it. I love it, man.
I mean, I gotta be me, right?
Yeah.
Flawlessly,
you do
brother.
best when you're you.
And this job, it's not just changed. Like it's given me so many different opportunities. Like a lot of some of the bronze pieces. Let's see, where's here. All right, so some of these bronze pieces are like on limestone bases. So, you know, some of the limestone pieces that we cut off, I got to keep. And, like, you know, the pieces that he was going to throw away, I was like, no, I'm not throwing this away. Gosh, why would I do that?
Yeah,
And-
right?
Okay, so I'm about to say some stuff that's a little bit, it's not exactly art related, but, I mean, it's directly related to my life, so it's directly art related. In my
Not you,
head.
homie.
You know what
Yes.
I'm
Fair
saying?
enough. It's your show.
But, okay. So, a few months ago, I messaged one of my favorite musicians. His stage name is Bug Hunter. And I asked him if I could propose to my girlfriend during one of his shows. And he said, well, indeed you can. And I was like, well, indeed I will. And as a thank you, I used a little piece of the limestone cutoff. Again, his name is Bug Hunter, and the logo for his band is a little bug. So I made this little limestone bug that has bronze antenna
Right
That's
on.
great.
Nice.
logo.
Nice.
So we went to the show, and you know, he called us out. I dropped the question. She said yes, and that happened. And then I gave him the piece, and he loved it. And it's the first time that someone very important to me, being not at this point, not my fiance, but that a celebrity, you know, quote unquote, it was someone important to me in that sort of way. He asked me for my signature. You know, he asked me to sign the piece that I gave him. And I was like, really? This is someone who I would ask. I would ask him for his signature. why is he asking me for mine? You know what I'm saying? And that also, I mean, again, this was just like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. So this is very top of mind. This is very new. It's all very, very recent. And all of these things together just happening at one like huge life-changing moment, it seems, in my head, was, I mean, just the bee's knees, you know?
Yeah, man. Dude went
Congratulations, by the
from
way.
trailer park to signing autographs, man. I love it. I love it.
Right.
Chad and I had a conversation about that in Colorado. Same particular actual.
Yep.
So,
True story.
Techy, I don't know if this is proprietary, and if it is, tell me to F off. I'm just curious, man. Is there anybody else in the shop learning from you, or learning from the guy that you're working with, or is it just the two of you?
So when I started working there were three of us. It was the artist himself. His name is Carroll. It was him and this other guy named Brendan. I'm actually glad. I need to get in touch with Brendan, and I will probably post more of his stuff if anyone's interested after I tell the story about learning more about him. I will probably post more of his stuff on my page at some point. But so it was me, Carroll, and Brendan. Brendan had been working there for a year, and so he was learning all this stuff, and we would work also a little construction because Carroll owns a couple of properties that he rents out. So, you know, we worked for about a year and a half, and then he said that he was moving to New York City. And I was like, okay, cool. That sounds fun. And about a week before he moved, he said, I've got an interview with God. I don't want to be wrong about this, but I believe he said the Met, and he's going to be framing for them, like framing pictures.
Wow.
So pretty big time stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, so Brendan's gone on to some better stuff.
Wow.
But he was a bit
Right
young.
on.
You know, I'm pushing 40, so I'm probably gonna stick around for a while. But this kid was, you know, he was under 30. He was ready to get out of Memphis for sure.
Heard that.
But
Thank you everybody for joining us. You got Techy the Kid in here, and Techy the Kid is an incredible artist, hell of a nice guy, and right now he happens to be doing some metal art type stuff, but he also paints and writes and does all kinds of stuff. So thanks everybody for coming in. Please follow Techy. Please give him a follow. Dude's amazing, y'all.
speaking of writing, I've actually got a piece or two I want to share of that also. Again, I'm not trying to boast, but gosh, I've done a lot of stuff I'm proud of lately. You know,
Right
Yeah.
on, man. Hey, that's why you're on here, dude. That's
Yeah,
why you're
man.
here. Let us know.
a lot of us don't realize that you got to be boastful. Sometimes you got to. I was telling Ginn last night. Sometimes you got to. I mean, get it out there. Worst case, people don't like it. They'll tell you. They'll let you know. Hey, we don't like what's going on. So we'll stop her. Hell, I'll keep going, and I don't care about your opinion. You know, whatever feels whatever feels good to the artist. So I'm gonna be me. You know, I'm gonna do what I do. And in this case, I'm gonna share some of my writing, if you guys don't mind. It is your
Don't mind
show.
at all. Don't mind at all. It's your show today, my friend.
I appreciate that. So, this first piece. So, all right. Speaking of being cringy, I started writing recently. I do sketches of writing on it, or you know, I can't think of the word, but I write and then I don't write, and then I write and then I don't write. That'll be sometimes for months, sometimes years. But the most recent writing happened because I wanted to try to write a hip hop song, and I wrote a chorus that was pretty fire. But that's not what this is. This I wrote next, and this I wrote as a poem, you know. But obviously, you'll notice when I start with musical inspiration. Sorry, that's the wrong page. Next. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. They sure didn't lie, that shit rolled over on me. Left both my legs pinned to the ground in all the wind, knocked out, and then my friend was gone, not seen again. That part was a metaphor, it didn't really happen. Just wanted to convey how I always feel like trapped in. How I always feel that something should be there and it's not. How I always feel alone in this one life that I've got. Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I said, nah, I can't, man. Sorry, I gotta pass. Ah, shit, what's that line? I can't find that stupid rhyme hiding in my mind. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter now. It's nearly over anyhow. Just one more thing that I've got that's better off torn, crumpled, and dropped.
Awesome.
Nice.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He does it all, y'all.
Techy the Kid, ladies and gentlemen. Or some people on this planet call him Uncle Willie.
I know, I'm going to have to correct you on that. It was Uncle Wee. All right?
Uncle Wee.
Uncle Wee.
Uncle Wee. All right, even better. Uncle Wee. Uncle Wee. I'm making circles, Uncle Wee. I'm making circles. Come on now.
Wee when I was important to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There you
Uncle
go.
Wee.
There you go.
Okay. So I've mentioned that in my head, I think of myself as a painter. In my heart, I think I'm a writer. But in reality, I'm kind of a sculptor. You know, like all of that is kind of true at the same time.
Yeah, I think we gravitate to different mediums at different times when
Right?
we need
Yeah.
them. You know,
Absolutely.
when we like just bam. I've been writing too lately, and it's just like I needed it. You know, and you just kind of you go, gotta do it.
Read it however you put it out in the world. If you put it out in the world.
Yeah.
That's cool stuff. So writing has also been a big part. Excuse me. Has been a big part of who I am. Like again, a major life-changing part of who I am. When I was, well, I guess maybe 8 years ago, I started a small digital press, a small publishing company called Beyond Box. My last name is Box, so a lot of my creative entities have the word box in them. Right now, it's Beyond Box Creative, but back then it was Box of Bizarro. And I started a publishing company called Box of Bizarro, and the intention was I was going to start sending out. There's this genre of literature called Bizarro, and it's really weird, kind of like Salvador Dali-esque stuff, you know, as literature. Like kind of like fairy tales for adults, like that sort of thing. And I was in that world for a minute, and I actually started publishing some of my own stuff at first online, and then I started publishing a few other people. So I did, there's this one guy, I guess the biggest author I published was Kevin Strange. And he's got like 7 or 8 books, you know, he's done some things, but he's a little bit divisive now, if you will. So I don't even know if he's doing anything anymore. I haven't talked to him in years. But anyway, yeah, I was a publisher. You know, I did that. I accepted writings from other people. I was the slush reader. You know, I would edit. I did the digital art. I did the all the graphic design and stuff because I actually went to school for that for a year and a half. But I kind of burned out because I was the only person doing it. But I kind of want to do it again and not be the only person on it. You know, I want to be a part of a team that does writing and editing and stuff. That would be really cool. Like from start to end, like you know, you show me your story, I will edit it, I will tell you what's wrong with it, I will do your book cover, you know, I will do book layout, I'll put it down like from start to end. I want to do all of it.
Are you thinking zines, or are you thinking like magazines or booklets?
I mean, take your pick, man.
I love zines.
Writing is really like, I mean, writing is really emotional for me.
Yeah.
What is a zine?
It's just a small kind of press, which is very limited, and
Yeah.
you can hand stitch it and that sort of thing. It's like handmade, and you.
Oh wow, right on.
It's really
like
cool.
a book, a handmade
Yeah.
book.
Did you grow up in a small town? Yeah.
Yeah, fairly small.
I grew up in a small town too, and I didn't know what a zine was. But you grew up like in the age of the zine. Like
Yeah.
your age was prime zine age.
Yeah.
Like back in the 80s, it was when people, like often in the punk community, would start, you know, writing their own songs down or drawing pictures, and they'd put it all together in a little booklet that staple, or that, you know, print them out in like 15 or 20 copies, staple them together and give them to their friends. Eventually it got big enough where they would, you know, start selling. Some people would sell their zines, and even to this day, some people sell zines. If you go into these small bookstores, you'll often see
Wow.
the zine section.
I've
And-
never heard of that until
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I'm 54 years old, man.
Cool.
We used to have several different zines that would be on the shelf for sale at the tattoo shop I worked at, like at any given
Right
time.
on. That's cool,
The,
man. I love
the
that
record label
concept.
I was on had their own zine, and
Yeah,
a
my
lot of it
buddy
had
and
to
I
do with
made
like different
a
bands
ton
and
of them
stuff.
back in the
Yeah.
90s. Yeah. Just a ton
I
of them.
can't believe it. I've never even heard of that. I really haven't. Unless I've completely part of my brain is missing or something, which is possible. That's cool, man. I love the concept, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. So I've got one more poem that I just wrote again in this last series of me writing. So I went with my dad. I've started recently going with my dad to doctor's appointments. And so getting old has been top of mind for me. And at this doctor's appointment, I had already been writing. I'd already written most, like the other thing that I just read. I had just written that at this point when I started. And then I leaned against the wall, and I've got this bad habit of my shoulder popping, but I leaned against the wall and my shoulder popped. And I thought, yeah, that's my first line of my next piece. So that's when I started it. Pop, there went my shoulder again. I used to feel a little bit bolder back when, but now I'm just starting to feel colder within. And the clock keeps making talks. I just got older again. Doc asked what I needed. I told her medicine. She said, I'll put that shit inside your folder then. Got there to pick it up. I can't afford it then. Well, I guess I just won't get no more older then. Well, you can keep that shit. I'll just have my fit. Then I'll make my life follow the story I read. I'm gonna get what I want, my name in the best font, and I haven't finished it yet. So if anyone wants to throw out a rhyme that goes with that, you're welcome to throw it out, and you know, maybe it'll fall into one of my poems.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that's
Read that last line again. Read that last line again, please.
Yeah, for sure. Give me 1 sec. Let me open it back up.
Sorry
Okay.
about that, buddy.
No, you're fine. Actually, this is probably one of my favorite things. You know, I'll redo the whole thing again just to get back in.
Right,
back
right
in that
on.
pop. There went my shoulder again. I used to feel a little bit bolder back when, but now I'm just starting to feel colder within. And the clock keeps making talks. I just got older again. Doc asked what I needed. I told her medicine. She said, I'll put that shit inside your folder then. Got there to pick it up. I can't afford it then. Well, I guess I just won't get no more older then. Well, you can keep that shit. I'll just have my fit. Then I'll make my life follow the story I read. I'm gonna get what I want. My name in the best font. I like this reaction. This means people are thinking. This
Yes.
means
Jaunt. To
This
take a
means-
jaunt. Jaunt would rhyme.
Jaunt's a good one. I tried to put daunt in,
Daunt.
but I could not make daunt.
Flaunt. Flaunt.
Flaunt.
You could also,
Haunt.
you could also go back to your original rhyme scheme for the last one, and that would be cool.
Yeah,
too.
that would work too. Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
Wow.
Go right back to your
Again.
original rhyme scheme for the last line. Make it rhyme with the rest in the beginning.
I'm feeling pretty comfortable here. So I think, if you guys don't mind, before I leave, not necessarily right this second, but I think
Hey, it's your show. Do your thing, brother. It's your show.
this is the first one that I wrote. This is the one I wrote to be a hip hop song, and obviously I'm not gonna rap it because I can't do that. But I'm gonna read some of what I wrote. And there's one line that's a little cringy, but it is what it is. What we're gonna do. It's still in the works. Always be walking around masked up like a mascot, but you keep pushing buttons playing these games. I'm gonna have to grab the neck, pull my fucking mask off, be the real me. Bet you remember my name. Say it in your sleep. I'm gonna kill you in your dreams. Wake up without a beat. You're too scared for screams. And you always be fronting, each word more absurd. Fuck your opinion. But sorry, I didn't
You're
ask.
right. You're right.
Your opinion means less to me than a turd. Just a brown log. Your brain has got a load. Man, motherfucker, your head's a commode. Sorry, that was a little messed up. I think you should shut up and flush it before I come upside your head and bust it. Bust your shit. Have you talking like my? I don't know. The rest of that, I haven't finished it yet.
Man, you got lots of suggestions in the chat too. You got Salty Vault said splitting words cold enough to flaunt. Tinda said I just speak it straight. I don't aim to be blunt. Sean Dog just don't want to get caught. That's
Hey.
good, man.
Oh, yeah, I dig that.
All of those are solid.
Man, I got my notebook here for a reason, guys.
It's like options.
Yeah. Man, I got so much. Everything's in my head all at once, and I'm trying to get it all out, but I just don't know how. You know? I mean, I've got.
Oh, I love seeing this, Techy.
It
I love
happens,
it.
man. It happens, man.
I've got
It's beautiful.
this piece that I'm about to show, and I waited to show it. This piece that I'm about to show is probably the most important piece of my life so far. If I become a person who sells art for considerate amounts of money, this will be that piece that starts that. You know what I'm saying? This is my first piece that I did in bronze. And I did it as a commemorative, again, this is Bug Hunter's logo that I made, this one in bronze for my girlfriend as a commemorative piece, you know, for our...
Of course. Engagement. It's badass.
So that is completely bronze.
That's awesome.
Yo.
And he's got the bronze antenna. He's only got one because I broke one off trying to put it together this morning, but you know, I'm gonna rethread that and fix it. So this is my first like brainchild bronze piece. This one came from me. I drew it on paper and I created it and I cut it out and everything again except the welding, and this is my piece. This is my defining moment piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's nice when you hit that and recognize it.
I know,
You know
right?
what I mean? You just like, bam, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, it's so, I love it.
Laura would like to know if you do live streams.
I intend to start, back. I did them for a while.
Yeah, cool
I did
streams.
a lot of my bronze stuff generally on Mondays and Tuesdays because those are the days I work with the bronze sculptor. So that's the days I would tend to post. Not ever a particular time because again, sometimes I would be doing construction and you know, it's not really good to do a live construction sesh unless you're in the other room. I don't do that all over the house. But yeah, when I'm doing bronze, I do sometimes, and I do intend to start back because I've gotten back into that stage where I'm trying to get back into the mindset of it's a career, you know, because I've had just, you know, some family issues recently that's kind of gotten me out of it. It's kind of got me in my own head, and I'm not trying to get out of my own head, but I need to at least, you know, step into a different room.
Yep.
Right on.
Excuse me.
That's where we are.
So how long
Welcome
until you're
in,
welding?
everybody. I'm sorry, Chad. Say that again.
I just said, how long until we start welding?
All right, so probably I'm gonna guess the next couple of weeks, next maybe month or two at the latest.
Nice.
We've been pretty busy with trying to get the show together here recently, so I haven't done a lot of new stuff that I hadn't already been doing. But now that we've got the show together, the show. If anyone is interested, if anyone happens to be in the Memphis area, the show will be going until July 26th. So it's just a couple more days, but it will be going for 4 more days.
Where's it at?
At the David Lusk Gallery.
David Lusk, Lusk, Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Carroll Todd is the artist.
Carroll Todd is the artist. And he, again, I was talking to Ginn about this the other day. He is from a completely different generation. You know, he's, probably pushing my dad's age. He's probably 65-ish, 67. I've never known how old, but, he's from that age when he started working. So when I started working there, I asked him, had he ever done any posting online? And he said no, he had never really done any of that. And I told him that I did it some, and asked him if he wanted to. And he was like, I mean, if you want to, like, if you want to show your stuff. But, I mean, like, no. Like, at this stage in my life, like, why would I? And, at the time, I don't think I knew how prominent he was, So, I mean... It's like, it's like asking Metallica, hey, man, why don't you put your stuff on Spotify, guy? You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know it at the time.
Yeah. I had a conversation with a singer of Mudvayne like that when they first came out and were blowing up, and I hadn't seen them yet.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's like, oh, that's that guy. Oh. I had no idea the caliber of person I was around. Okay.
Yeah, and it really was okay. So it's weird for me. I mean, I'm sure this doesn't happen to everybody. In fact, it may have never happened to anybody ever. But I don't understand how I could literally go in every single week and work for a guy a couple of days a week for literally 3 years. And not realize how important I was to what was actually happening in the local art world. I mean, we were creating stuff that I just didn't know how prominent it was going to be. I just didn't know.
Wow.
It's incredible. And then I found this out 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. It's so crazy.
Oh. Yeah, you were pretty blown away when you told me about that. You were like, dude, look at this.
Right?
Oh my God.
Okay. The point, what like I remember the exact moment that my life changed forever. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend and I, we were walking around the gallery, and you know, we're talking to people, and I mean, just looking around, you can tell that it's not just your average, you know, passerby. Like every single person there is an art connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, this was not a small time event, you know, and I
Right.
didn't know. But walking around, I just had this feeling like, I feel a little out of place, you know.
Yeah.
I know what you. Oh man, I got chills when you said that. I get it.
Right? So we started talking. I started talking to just random people at like not for about an hour and a half. An hour and a half. It was just me and my girlfriend. We were walking. We were holding a fiance now, but she was my girlfriend at the time. You know, walking around just like in our little corner. And then at one point, the artist's wife comes over and she starts talking to us, and you know, kind of opens us up a little bit. And you know, we walk to the back of the gallery, and David, the owner, David Lusk, talks to me for a bit. And I expressed to him how life-changing this event was to me at the time, and I still didn't even know. You know, I didn't know how important it was at the time, but I expressed to him, you know, this is my life's dream. I've always wanted to do this. Like, I remember being a kid, being a literal child, thinking I want to be an artist, you know? And if I have time, I'll tell that story here in a bit. But we walked around, and then I looked down, and my girlfriend's like, hey, here's a price list, you know, right on the corner because Carroll's selling his stuff. And she picked it up, and I look at it, and I'm like, no, that's a misprint.
There's extra zeros.
I told her that. I was like, no, that's a misprint. No way.
There's extra zeros.
And this is what I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like, these are pieces that you can see on my page.
Yep.
That I'm actively working on. You know what I'm saying? And looking at that, I mean, again, I hate to be that braggart guy, but looking at that, there weren't dollar signs in my eyes. There was an entire artistic career in my eyes.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
my life was in my eyes. I saw it. I saw that I can do not I can do this. I've been doing this for 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, wow. Just wow.
That revelation is
Wow.
is gobsmacking, you know.
Yeah.
I had that moment at a gallery when I was hanging with one of the Beatles, his artwork.
My
You know?
God.
Ringo Starr. And
That's
I
awesome.
did the same thing. I looked at a price sheet and went, my crap's sitting right next to it.
Right?
It's weird. It's weird.
Man, it's so wild. My very first instance like that was when I was just after I went to Jay's art gallery, like the third time. He had told me about the Playhouse on the Square thing, and I ended up getting my gallery showing, and it was my first solo gallery show. And it was the world to me at the time, you know, but, you know, I was still selling pieces for $60-$70, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's good. That's a great price for an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was happy. You know, I was happy. And then he told me that the Gibson Guitar, at the time, this was a few years before the Gibson Guitar Factory in Memphis closed. But the Gibson Guitar Factory was hosting an event trying to boost their popularity, and it was the first annual Memphis Moonshine Ball, which only had a one annual. There was never another one. But they chose 15 artists locally to give an unfinished guitar to, and that artist was to, paint it, do the art to it, and give it back, and then they auction it off. So I did that. So I got a Gibson guitar, unfinished. Wow. Nobody ever touched it except me. And I'm like, I don't deserve this. What did I do? What did I do? I said, hey, I would like to do this. And they were like, here you go. So I did my painting on it. And it was just like, I painted the guitar solid white. And then on one large section, I did like a chunk that was broken out. And there were lots of like colorful, like kind of cubist art under that. And then around the entire side of the guitar was a ribbon that looked like it was torn out on the top and bottom. So like you could see like the shading underneath. There was the white on the edge, but like the ribbon that was torn out from the middle, and it was all red inside there.
Nice.
And that I painted and I gave it back to them the day after the deadline. And, they put all of our pieces in this little booklet or whatever. And I found out that Buzz Lightyear, not Buzz Lightyear, Buzz Aldrin was going to be there. Sorry,
Yeah.
Real one.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear might have been there. I don't know.
That would have been cool too, man.
I mean, hey.
Buzz Aldrin was there, like
wow.
Mr. Spaceman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he saw my art. You know what I'm saying? Buzz Aldrin laid eyes on something I created. Something that has seen the moon has also seen art.
That's wild.
So that was the very first instance of that I was like, I might do this. I mean, it looks like it's coming together. I mean, it might not, but it appears that way. And boy, did it all just come together, man. Just in such the best way. Such the best way.
Cool.
Well, the thing is, you deserve it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for saying that. I'm a very big proponent of, man, you're talented. Yeah, but I worked for it too.
Yeah.
I wasn't given anything. Nobody said, hey, here's your art career. Why don't you go do something with it?
No.
I put myself in that position.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I kicked and screamed the entire way. I made myself known. I was like, this is who I am.
Hell yeah.
This is who I am. And you can either forget me or probably not, So here I am, I'm still doing it. And I mean, hey, every single person says this. And I don't think you really understand it until you can say it. So there's really no point in ever saying it. And I forgot what that it was. Oh my gosh. See? My bad. Whoops.
It's okay.
Give me a minute.
Man,
We got time. We got time.
Maybe you shouldn't say it.
Yeah. Maybe that's it.
maybe that's
should not be said.
Don't say it. It should not be said. That's why.
Okay. So I've had lots of interactions with substances that may have changed the way my brain works, but I mean,
how dare you, Techy?
I'm not to complain.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I'm serious. I love who I am, and if I don't forget something, at least one thing in a conversation that I'm having, then I mean, I'm not really me. I'm not being the real me at this point. I'm trying way too hard, So here we go.
well, so how do you do you take commissions from the general public, or do you have stuff available for folks to pick up if they wanted to?
I intend to take commissions. I haven't taken commissions in a while. Again, just the life stuff that's been happening.
Right.
But I mean, I've taken commissions on everything. I used to be a ghostwriter. I wrote weird writings. And I've done paintings for people. You know, I've assisted with Carol's bronze pieces, and if someone wants to put an order through to me, I'd be happy to do it. But I haven't started openly taking commissions yet.
Gotcha.
But if anyone out there is interested, I am willing to take commissions. I do a ton of, personally, my painting stuff is a lot of abstract-y stuff. Here's, you know, just a small sampling of some of my things. This piece I did in college. This was the first piece that I liked. This was my first piece that I ever did that made me think, okay, yeah, I like this. And this was my first piece in my style, with my drips, you know, with my personality. The other ones were, that was my first abstract piece. So that piece will always follow me around. Also, that's a very prominent piece in my life. And I absolutely love it. And then I forgot what the question was. What was the question?
You got it. You got it. So tell me this: do you have a like you go between mediums? For example, writing to bronzing, maybe to painting. Ashman described it the other day. We were talking, and he described it, and Chad has mentioned something like this too in the conversations that I had with him since I've known him. But there's sometimes they just find this inspiration that hits them, and they gotta kind of do it. Whatever it is, they kind of gotta do it. Like I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's almost like there's this pent up creativity, and it's kind of trying to find its way out. It's trying to figure out which medium it's going to come out in, and then it just almost like erupts on them, and then they got to go do it. Is that same thing happen to you?
It does. It does sometimes. I mean, I have a lot of different avenues. Like, nothing ever happens the same way for me. But often what happens is, again, with the bronze stuff, that's just my day job. That's what I do. I do that every week, no matter what, because that's my job. And I love it. I do love it, like, so much. Like, I don't take for granted that, you know, that I know I'm special. I understand that. But like, sometimes I'll paint, and if I start painting, I will probably be painting for months. And then after a few months, I'll probably put a piece down in the middle of it and think, I'll come back to you tomorrow, and then not look at it again for months. You know what I'm saying?
That's how these guys operate. Yep. That's how they.
But if I get a chance to do something, I do it. And so the reason for this shirt is to remind me. This shirt says "Viva la Film Prize." So a few years ago, this was before I would call myself a professional artist, but after I had my first gallery showing. I was, you know, playing around on Facebook, and I saw that somebody was talking about a film event that was going on. And I was like, oh, I would like to do film. And actually, I had started thinking a few years before that what I wanted to do at the time was, you know, you're watching a movie and somebody's walking through a house or a hotel or something, and there's art hanging on the wall in the background. I wanted to be the person that created that art. You know, I wanted to be the artist on set.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing where somebody was like, we're having an open call, come in and tell us what to do, and maybe fit, maybe you want, but let's see what happens. And so I went in and I sat down, and he told us about what his short film, the director, told us about what his short film was going to be, told us what his short film was going to be about. And then he passed this sheet of paper around. Well, everybody had a chance to talk, me included, about our experiences. And I had done some stuff on stage in high school and college. I worked lighting and just some things like that. So I had expressed that. And he passed around a sheet at the end asking everybody to write down what they wanted to do, like what they wanted their position to be on the film. And everybody did that. And I wrote that I was going to be an assistant. You know, I was basically, I wrote down, I'm going to be a gopher. You know, I forget what the term is, but it's something assistant, like associate assistant or some crap. I don't know. And I wrote that down. And he looks at it and he's like, so, Will, is this what you want? Like, is this the position you want? I was like, I mean, I want to be the best position that you will give me, but I will take that 100%. And he was like, how would you feel about being the project's art director? I was like, you're yes, art director? And he was like, no, the art director. I was like, of the film? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, yeah, I mean, if you would like for me to take that position, then yes, I would love to, you know? And he did. He gave me the art director position. Wow. I accepted.
Right.
We got together, we made the film. We specifically made it for the film prize. And the director's name is Clint Till. And I didn't find this out until after I had started working for him, but he had already made a couple of award-winning films before. Short films. And nothing major. I mean, you know, he hasn't won some Hollywood stuff, but there was some cool local stuff that he's won. And I found that out after I started working for him, but, you know, I didn't let that affect me. I did the rest of the film, and we put our stuff in. And at the particular film event that we were at, they had, I think, 750 entries, and they only showed the top 10, the 1 through 10. And my film that I worked on made top 10. So my showed. It was the first time I have ever seen my work on a big screen in a theater. I'm talking like a theater that they show freaking Hollywood movies at, you know. My film, my work showed on a big screen. And here in Memphis, like in a town, in like a city, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was big. And actually on the back of my shirt, I've worn most of them off, but yeah. That's my film, and that's actually on Facebook. I believe. I mean, on YouTube.
What was the name of the film again? We didn't quite hear you.
Hangry, Hangry. And
okay.
The way that I tend to find it when I type it in is I type that and then the director's name, which is Clint. Cint, and last name Till, Till, Clint Till. Cool. And he also has, you know, speaking of, you know, putting out other artists, he has another film on, and you may even have it on YouTube. I mean, on Netflix or Amazon. It's on one of those. It's a short film called Big and Tall. Also Till. But if you Google Clint Till, I'm sure you'll find a few things by him. And yeah, he's that I work with.
Very cool.
So when that went out in the local film festivals, we won. We didn't. In the film prize, our lead actor, our lead actor won Best Actor. So that was cool. But in some of the other local ones, I don't remember which ones won what, but we won something like 6 or 7 local awards. One of them was Best Family Friendly Comedy. One was just Best Comedy. Excuse me. But all different a few different awards we won. So I'm technically an award-winning filmmaker. I mean,
Right on.
only,
Right on.
oh, and the guy
Dang.
who bought my guitar at the
Auction?
it's Moonshine Ball. The guy that bought my guitar was from England, and he owned a wine company. So that was my first piece that made me an international artist.
Right on.
I was really
Man.
hoping you were going to say Buzz Lightyear bought your guitar.
Man, I wish Buzz Lightyear bought my guitar.
Buzz, come through, Buzz, come through. I would like to point out, man, that while you were having your interview, you had the lead singer from Valena in the chat, Rachel. You had some pretty awesome people come through, man. I don't know if you're familiar.
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, all you guys in the chat, I appreciate all the kind words. I appreciate you guys, like, you know, putting out the information that I'm saying, you know, like typing it out so other people can see it, man. I appreciate all that. I say this every time I get on here, but it never ceases to be true. This is the best community. It really is. Like this, I mean, there can be a bad apple every now and then, but man, the good ones far outshine it. I mean, this.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
I really think that one of the big reasons that I started creating my own art again was because of TikTok. For a while, probably for a year and a half when I was working for Carroll, I didn't create for me. You know, I worked on the bronze stuff at work, and then I'd go home and, you know, take a nap, you know, do whatever. But because of TikTok, I started creating again. So this, and again, Chad is a big reason that I am the man that I am right now, and I appreciate that, Chad.
Oh, dude, Techy,
Man.
that's an honor to hear that.
Man, right now you got Burnham, Moose, Mondo, Laura Jane, Eve's Artistry, DIY's in here, Rob was up in here, and then Stray Millennial was in here before that. Abstra Motif is an amazing artist. Other white guy was in here. Mama T was in here, artist in her own right. It's incredible. I got some of her stuff behind me. So hey, man, to your credit, dude, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man,
Like,
call out everybody you want to call out. That's what this is about, man.
They all showed up for you, man. I mean, and there was a lot of people in here earlier too whose names I recognized that were excited to see you. So man, you know, the thing about it is, the other big picture thing about what you're doing, Techy, is, you know, the fact that you're out there. I see it, guys like you, almost, to use an Air Force metaphor, my brother, you're kind of out there on the front lines in the art community, right? You're right out there on the edge, where one generation is kind of winding down, you're kind of picking up the torch, and to me, that's like right out on the leading edge of kind of pushing limits on, you know. And the beautiful thing about that is that kid from the trailer park is bringing people along with him. You know what I'm saying? That to me matters the most, man, because when our people get wins, it's almost like a double or a triple win, if that makes sense.
Ain't that for real, man? I don't know how anybody else feels about it, and I can't explain. I just can't explain it. But man, if I can help somebody, that means more to me than me succeeding. And I mean, that sounds cliche, that sounds cheesy, that sounds whatever it sounds, but it's freaking true. You know what I'm saying? If I can look at you in the eyes and honestly help you with whatever happens to me, boy, that has made my day. That's made my whole life. I'll go create art pieces about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I love helping. Helping is as deep to me as art. And I don't know if you can see from what's going on here, but art is really deep. You know, art is my absolute soul, but so is helping people. And boy,
that's sincere, dude. You have the track record though. That's sincere too, man. That's a, you know, some people talk that talk, but Techy actually walks that walk. That's a fact. That's a reality. So man, yeah, dude, the fact that you're
Heck
so
yeah,
good at what you do on so many levels, and the fact that you bring folks along with you, man, and you're
yeah,
so kind with your time and generous with your art.
always.
Um, yeah, man, it's inspirational, dude, and to hear, as you know, man, both these guys in these boxes mean a lot to me. They were both life changers for me, literally, like you were talking about earlier. Chad and you credit each other with changing each other's life. I would argue that Chad and I had some pretty significant life changes because of each other, and I would throw Ash in
Yeah.
there. It's more
Mhm.
recent, but Ash changed the
Yes.
trajectory of our life as well. And
100.
and the thing about it is, it like gives you this extra level, right?
For sure.
That structure, that support system, that being able to bounce ideas off of people like Chad Rev Art and Ashman and Sever, that just that ability to share from such creative people, is is meaningful. You can see it, you can watch it reverberate throughout the community.
Yeah.
And dude, you do that. You have reverberations. Your name precedes you, and people are excited when it's said, man. And that means something. That's earned.
Yeah.
That's earned.
That's like, I mean, honestly, hearing you say that is the same to me. And again, in my heart, I'm a writer. That's the same to me as seeing somebody smile when they read something, or hearing that little chuckle when they read something that I wrote that's clever. Like that is what that means to me, and I appreciate that, again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we appreciate you, brother. Look, I mean, Kira Wilson's in the chat talking about an amazing, world-renowned, incredible artist.
Nice.
Like you know what I mean? Like she's got stuff in galleries all over the world. Like she's been doing it for a couple decades.
That's awesome. I love the variety we have.
She's another example of people who give selflessly to the greater art community and broader, outside of just the art community, just
Yes.
community in general.
Who is that again?
That's Kira Wilson Art.
Let me make sure I'm following now.
She
All right,
just popped up being a smart ass about being in a nursing home.
The name right above her, Mondo Art. If you're not familiar with Mondo, he's an absolutely spectacular. So while you're here,
Yes.
yeah, man, make sure you pick up some of these folks. Eve's Artistry. Mondo is one of the cats that we'll bring that comes up in lives with us sometimes. We Techy, we have a little different strategy, as you know, man. We just kind of gotten to the point where we bring people up in lives that we know really well. When we're working, when we're flow stating. And sometimes that causes a little static, but the reality is, man, the work speaks for itself from these guys. So you really can't question their however they want to get down. I'm supportive. I try to be anyway, because that's when they're good. That's when they're at their best.
Oh yeah. See, that's what, when I was a writer, I wanted to write stories for someone else to illustrate, or I wanted someone else to illustrate something and then I write a story about it. But I never wanted to be the type of writer that was like, here, I want you to draw it this way. Exactly. I want you to draw your style, because I didn't hire you because I wanted you to draw my thing. I hired you because of your art. Like,
Yes.
you do what you think fits here. And that's what I like. And that's not just what I like. That's what people like. That's what gives the best results.
Yeah, and that's not often the case for writers to do that. So, the freedom you give an illustrator to do that is amazing.
Exactly. See, that's the thing. That's what I love, because they love to work with me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't have to have the most money to give someone. I just have to be willing to work with you. And there are way too few writers that don't have that fluidity. And I mean, I get it. Writing's not easy for most people. But I mean, it's easy for me. It's what I do. It's my love,
Every once in a while, we have poets on the show. We'll do a show specifically for poets. We've done that a few times now. And we've had, we've done it specifically for poets a couple times, and a few times we've had individual poets on doing their thing. And you know, the thing about the written word, man, is it's like a song. You know, it can people can hear the same words and attach their own personal experiences to it and get so much more out of it in that art form. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's
Do you have a favorite color, Techy?
okay. So I tell people it's purple,
All right.
and it very well might be. But God, I love colors. Deep purples, deep blues, those are my favorites. Like anything in the purple blue spectrum and kind of deep, those are my favorite colors.
Let's mix it up tonight, y'all. Purples and blues.
Yeah.
Purples and
There
blues.
we go.
Mix
Already
it up
taken
for
off.
Techy, y'all. Mix it up for Techy. Purples and blues. Let's make sure we get some screenshots so that he can see folks showing him some love. Appreciate y'all.
That's exactly why I said it, because that looks good. Man, I love those colors. Those are some good colors. Man.
And before we lose you here, because it's 11 o'clock, man, I want to make sure that Ashman and Chad both have some chance here if they have any words to say or questions to ask or thoughts or comments while we got the hearts in the chat.
Open to all of it.
After you, brother.
Oh man, I just love the passion you have with everything, and the excitement you have, and the vast array of interests. You know, I love that, because that's after my own heart.
I don't have anything else. I got passion, man. I mean,
yeah, it's awesome, and it shows, man. It shows.
And this is my first time in an interview with you, in any kind of interaction with you, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, man, it's great. It's great being here with all three of you guys, but it's great being here with you, Ash, man, for the first time. I mean, this has been really awesome.
It has, dude.
Man, I like all you guys. I mean, just the vibes, all you give off, man. I like that you let me put my stuff out there, you know, and that you're there, you know, for backups.
Yeah.
You know, at this point, you know,
We got you, man. We got you.
it's awesome.
Man, I've liked your work, obviously, since you first hit this place.
Sure, yeah. My very first commenter, man. Like, that means something to me. That means something to me, Chad. That you don't know, man. I mean, Ginn, you mean something. Ash, you mean something. You guys
I
have
know
been
what you're saying.
doing some good stuff.
That
for
is
me.
his first.
Chad, man.
That artist that did that piece of art, that orange piece of art behind me, is Chad's first.
I don't feel
So-
like I owe very many people very many things, but I owe Chad something.
Nah, man, you don't know me
You'll
anything.
get it.
You,
I
Dude.
do. You'll get it, man.
you coming in here and showing everybody what can be done
Thank you, Eve.
when you're a good person and put your mind to something
Yeah,
and
I
work
mean,
for
you
it.
You can do it. Look
And he
at
Yes.
didn't cut corners, y'all. He didn't compromise his values. He didn't cut corners. He didn't none of that. He called this shot and went and made it happen.
It's
Hats off to you, brother.
Hey, let me tell you something. I used to tell everybody the most important thing is networking, and I even told Ginn this last night. I told Ginn the most important thing in art is networking, but I was wrong. I was wrong. Boy, was I wrong, because that's the second most important thing. The most important thing is be nice, be courteous, be decent. Be a decent person. That's what gets you places. Be decent. The second that you step into non-decency is the second that you have lost a very great deal of respect.
yes.
Be decent. I'm not telling you to be the best person out there. Be decent. Just be decent.
Absolutely.
That's it. That's
I can get on
Message.
board with that.
network.
I can get on
Yeah,
board
and
with
then
that.
network.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm glad that we could have you on here, because I know that when I look around and I see people like S.A. and Kira, and when I see them succeed
Yeah.
and land shows and do all the different things, you know, that we do as artists. The people that you're talking about that aren't decent, they would get jealous, they would get mad. But
Right.
what I do when I see that is I get fired up. Like I get so very fired up. And I think that you probably fired up a ton of artists this evening.
That's awesome, man. You guys get to it. Do, man. Take some of that and just do. Just do. Especially any of you guys that are on the East Coast, you're, you know, a little bit earlier in the night. Do something. All you guys that are later, night owls, do something. Just do.
Yes. Just do it.
Be you. Put your heart out there and you can succeed. And
It's true.
you put yourself in the position to meet people that do what you want to do. If you want, okay, if anybody's interested in a creative podcast, the one that I've been listening to lately is Creative Pep Talk. Great podcast. I would suggest every artist listen to at least some episodes of it. There are something like 500 episodes now, so you probably won't get through the whole catalog. But if you do make it through the whole catalog, I mean, you've learned stuff. You know, if you make it through a couple episodes, you know, you've picked up something. They've helped me out in the past few months. That's who I've been listening to at work, Creative Pep Talk, and man, they've given me so much motivation. They've helped me out so much. I listen to that on the way home, and I get home, and the first thing I do is break out the notebook and start writing, or sketchbook and start drawing. You know, it gives me something. It gives me something that I need that I can't give myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Right on.
So, yeah.
Well, please know you definitely inspired me to start doing metalwork. Not only that,
I'm doing an Aussie piece. Hell yeah.
nice.
Get it, man.
Yeah, not only that, but you inspiring me, along with another person, to start doing metalwork. Just the gear that I got to do some of that has opened up to where I can do ceramic stuff. I can do oil-based clay and do some mold, and like I'm getting all this gear so I can sculpt in so many different mediums.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you.
So you work. I like to work in both what I call constructive and destructive sculpture, in that, you know, you take a piece of wood or you take a piece of stone and you take away from it. That's destructive sculpture. You know, you build a piece with clay or with bronze. That's, you know, constructive sculpture. I like to work in both, and a lot of people can't do that. So I have mad respect for people that can.
We're gonna see. I am embarking on a very large journey.
Hey, I've got
With
I've
a
got
lot of
mad-
side quests.
You got this, man.
I've got mad faith in you, man.
Thank you, man. I'm gonna be hitting you up a lot and picking your brain a lot.
You do.
So
No, I'll be happy to join you. Oh, that's another thing. If anybody in here is interested in collaborations, I've been wanting to do collaborations lately. I've literally never done a collaboration other than the artist that I work for. So I think working with different people that have different styles would be great. So if anybody has a collaborative piece that they would like to work on, that would be great. And I want to bring this up for just a second. I don't know how much we have, and I know I've been talking a lot. That's what this is about. A piece that I told Ginn that I want to do. It's not a piece. It's a whole ass project. And I want people to reach out to me. I want to see messages in my inbox. All right, guys. I want to start. I want to talk to some of the gallery owners that I know. Maybe David Lusk, the guy that we have right now. And I want to put together a piece that is me, like in effect, it's me visiting a dream world and then coming back from the dream world with art. Like there will be stone pieces that are idols from their religion, and there will be wood pieces, and there will be like hieroglyphics, and like I want to do an entire culture, and I want as many people involved as possible. And I want to get this done because I think it is probably the best idea I've ever had in my life. And I think that we can get it done. Like I have the resources, like I have the people to talk to. I have the galleries that can do it. And in a town like Memphis, you know, it's not some little, I mean, it's not big, but you know, it's not some little place. You know what I'm saying? And we have, some of the people I know do have, you know, connections other places. So, I mean, we can get this done. I really think we can get this done, and I want to get this done, and this will be the biggest project of my life. Reach out to me. Let's do this. Let's get it done.
Check it out, Techy. I'm reaching out to you.
Hey.
So I would love to be a part of that, dude. For real. For real.
Yeah, man. What we got to do? Sign me up.
I would love that.
I'm in, Techy.
I would love that. Cool. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, I'm so fired up right now. I'm not going to be able to sleep for a couple hours. Maybe
Me either, dude. I've been cruising on that for a minute.
Nice.
See, this is so cool. This is what I was hoping this would be like. Whenever I thought, hey, how's it going to go tonight? This is what I was hoping for. This is good. I like this.
Well, all sorts of people. I want in.
Right.
Make sure you reach out to Techy. Give him a follow.
And I'm on the YT. I don't know if I can say that too loud.
Say whatever you want, man. We got Ezra.
I'm on all the stuff, and I'll be on Ginn's Linktree before too long. So, yeah, man, I'm on. Right now, the most two active things I'm on is this and YouTube. You know, but other than that.
No. Tell them real quickly the basic concept. If I understand correctly, what you're looking for is you got the concept that you go into a dream world and you come back with art from that world.
The idea, I have been thinking for years, maybe probably even decades. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm 40. I'm 41. I'm 42. I'm 42. I
That's
don't
the answer.
want to say it. Like normally I wouldn't, but I look younger than. But I have been thinking my entire life, how can I incorporate my writing and my, you know, film, my love for film, and my art, my paintings, my sculpture. How can I put all this together into a singular piece? And that's what I was thinking. I kept thinking, how can I put this into a piece? How can I put this into a piece? And then I realized literally like 3 days ago, no, that's impossible. You can't put it into a piece. You can put it into a show. You can put it into
a collection.
A collection. And that collection is the piece. That's what I've been looking for my whole life. That's what I've been missing. You don't have to push everything together. You don't have to do that. You just have to figure out a way to make everything work together.
Yeah.
And that's a way to do it. I can make pieces that look like they're idols. I can make things that look like it's part of an architectural piece, with plaster and with stone and with I don't know whatever kind of products our dreamlike inhabitants may possess, but I mean the sky is not the limit. Space is not the limit. There are no limits here. There are no limits. I want this to be as wild as possible. I want people to look at this and be like, this is a thing.
Sign me up twice, Techy.
This is a thing.
Sign me up twice for sure.
Hey, you're there 4 or 5 times.
Ladies and gentlemen, Techy the Kid. usually this is around the time of night that Chad's little girl is excited because we've held it over just a little bit, so she gets to stay up a little later than normal. And Ashman is going to be on here in less than 2 hours. Normally he does a show, Ashman's Basic Art Show, on Tuesday nights. I often try to jump in there with him. It all depends. Tuesday nights and Thursday nights are sometimes I try to get some sleep, but
Sometimes you gotta lay down, homie. Sometimes you gotta close your eyes.
Sometimes I get a weekend and let him down there. But
That's his 2 nights a week that he actually like sits down for a minute, not in front of the camera.
Before I lose the opportunity to be able to speak here, I want to say, man, I love everything about everything that everybody has done here, and gosh,
Thanks, man.
Like I told Carroll, the artist that I work for, when he helped me make this piece. Again, this is the first piece that he helped me work on, not I helped him work on. And I told him, and I'll tell everybody, thank you guys. Like everything that has happened in the past few months, like the creation of this, like one of my most important pieces so far. This conversation, like everything that has happened in the past few weeks have been spectacular. And I needed this. I needed this more than I think I needed anything in a while. I think I needed this.
Yes, sir, you
Right
did.
on, man.
And you deserved
Right
it when
on.
you got it. That's for damn sure. You needed it, and you deserved it.
I appreciate that. Yeah. See, sometimes I forget to tell myself the deserved it bit.
You did, dude. You deserve it.
And it's a we thing, Kira. It's a we thing for sure. Not a they thing. It's a we thing. Techy, thank you so much for being willing to come on, man. We're looking forward to having you on. There's a few guests that eventually end up on here second or third time. I'm sure we're gonna have you back, man. I can already see that things are gonna happen, and very much appreciate you being on, man. I hope everybody will give Techy a follow and support him. Ashman's Basic Art Show will be kicking off 1 o'clock Eastern time. That's 10 o'clock Mountain time. Please give him your attention. He's a good dude. He's an amazing artist, and I couldn't be prouder to call him my friend, man. What a hell of a good guy to have as your friend. So please support Ashman tonight. And Chad Rev Art, you got to turn your notifications on for Chad. You can usually find him exclusively on the Ginn Project, the Low Orbit Lounge on Thursday night, or sometimes he'll jump up in one of our lives. I was lucky enough today to catch him live, and I got to jump up in his live. It was like old school, man. It was like old times. Like reading the chat while he's working and stuff. It was kind of fun, man. So turn your notifications on for the great Chad Rev Art. He's got some stuff coming out that's going to blow your mind. Ashman's been doing some big things as well. That dude keeps changing gears. You never know what kind of art he's going to be doing, but it's going to be cool. And please turn on your notifications for our good friend Techy the Kid, man. Pride is the wrong word, man, but I don't know the right one in this instance. We're proud of you, brother. We are. We really are. We're so excited for you. We feel like it's one of our team, one of the good guys, one of the nobodies, you might say. Like we came from nowhere and nothing. And now he's doing big things, man. So hats off to you, brother. And you know what that means. Bravo Zulu, sir. Bravo Zulu, my brother.
Appreciate it, my guy.
Take care, man. Ashman, appreciate you. Chad Rev Art, appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, thank y'all so much. If we did not shout you out, we'll try to get you next time. We always try to shout as many out as we can. Thanks, everybody. Take care of each other. Take Techy's advice. Take Techy's advice. Go do it right now. Go start doing it right now. Whatever your dream is, start chasing it right now. Don't wait. Go get it. Thanks, y'all. Much love, everybody. Thank you, Techy. Appreciate you so much, brother.